Be me, 28-year-old feminist, working in tech industry as product manager, always been close with older brother since we were kids growing up. He's 32, married with 2 kids and works as engineer, good stable life. Been my best friend my whole life, always there when I needed someone. Start getting really into feminist spaces online and radical feminist theory. Learn about patriarchy and how men as class are oppressing women. Start believing and saying that all men are trash without exception. See all male behavior through lens of oppression and toxicity now. Brother and I used to talk every day, but conversation's getting tense. Every time he shares something, I find way to bring up men being trash. Brother tells me about getting promotion at work, should be happy. Immediately say, yeah, men get promoted easier because of patriarchy anyway. Tell him he probably got it over more qualified women because he's man. He says he worked really hard for this promotion for years to get it. Tell him that doesn't change fact that he benefits from male privilege. Say, all men are trash and system is designed to promote them. He goes quiet and just says, okay, thought you'd be happy for me. Hang up and post online about how even good men don't get privilege. Feel validated by other women, agreeing that all men benefit from trash system. Don't think about how I just diminished my brother's accomplishment completely. Thanksgiving dinner, at parents' house, brother brings wife and kids there. Having normal family conversation and topic of dating comes up at table. My mom asks if I'm seeing anyone and I say no. All men are trash. Brother's wife looks uncomfortable and mom laughs thinking I'm joking somewhat. Tell them I'm serious men, as class or oppressors won't date them. Brother says that's pretty extreme painting. Everyone with one brush, don't you think? Tell him that's typical male response to deflect from systemic issues men cause. Say yes, all men are trash including you, whether you admit it or not. His kids are there, and he asked me not to talk like this around them. Tell him I won't censor feminism to protect his sons from truth about men. He gets up and takes his family to eat in another room, away from me. Parents look uncomfortable, but I feel proud for speaking my truth at dinner. Start posting all men are trash constantly on all my social media accounts. Quote, tweet every news story about men doing bad with all men are trash. Write long threads about how even good men are trash, benefit from patriarchy. Tag my brother in posts about how men need to do better, acknowledge their trash. He never responds or engages, just ignores them completely every single time. His wife unfollows me on Instagram, proof she's internalized misogyny clearly. Brother calls and asks me to stop tagging him, in posts calling men trash. Tell him if he's not trash, then he should have no problem with posts. He says it's affecting his professional reputation and making family uncomfortable constantly. Tell him his comfort doesn't matter, more than women speaking truth about oppression. Say, if he really cared about women, he'd accept that all men are trash. He hangs up and I post about how men can't handle being held accountable. Christmas comes, and brother doesn't invite me to his house for celebration. Always spent Christmas morning with him, and kids opening presents together. Text him asking about plans, and he says having small family celebration this year. Ask if I'm not invited, and he says honestly no, you're not invited. Feel hurt and betrayed that own brother is excluding me from family holiday. Ask him why, and he says, because you've made it clear you think I'm trash. Tell him I never said he specifically, just that all men are trash systemically. He says you said all men are trash. I am a man, therefore you called me trash. Says his sons, ask him why aunt says daddy and all boys are trash people. Tells me his wife uncomfortable with me around kids given my views on men. Say, this is typical male fragility. Can't handle women speaking truth to power. He says, it's not fragility. It's consequence of you constantly insulting half population. Tells me until I can have relationship that doesn't involve calling him trash, not welcome. Spend Christmas alone, posting about how men isolate women who speak truth. Few months pass, and brother stops responding to my texts and calls completely. Used to talk every day. Now I can't get him to answer at all. Text him that I miss him, want to see nephews. And he leaves me on red, try calling, and goes straight to voicemail like he's blocked my number entirely. Post on social media about brother prioritizing male ego over family bonds. Say it's typical that men abandon women who challenge them on sexism issues. Get lots of supportive comments saying, I'm better off without toxic men. But feel hollow inside because brother was my best friend my whole life. Reach out to parents asking them to talk to him about reaching out. My dad says, maybe think about how you talk about men, including your brother. Tell him I won't compromise my values to make men comfortable with truth. Brother's birthday comes up, and I show up at his house with gift unannounced. His wife answers door and looks uncomfortable seeing me standing there with present. Ask if I can see my brother, and she says he's not available right now. Tell her I'm his sister. I can come in, and she blocks the doorway physically. Says he's been clear that he needs space from you and your rhetoric. Tell her this is between me and my brother, not her stay out of it. She says he's my husband when you hurt him. You hurt our family together. Says his mental health improved significantly since stopped talking to you actually. Tells me he's tired of being called trash by own sister, who always supported him. Asks me to leave and close his door before I can argue or say anything. Realize I haven't seen or talked to my brother in over 6 months now. He's completely cut me out of his life and his family's life too. Try to reach out to mutual friends. They're all awkward about it, avoiding topic. One friend finally tells me, brother told everyone he's done with me permanently. Says brother is hurt that I spent years telling him he's trash for being man. Tells me brother was always person who had my back and I pushed away. Say that he's being sensitive, can't handle challenging conversations about patriarchy. Friend says no, he just can't handle his sister telling him repeatedly he's trash. Tells me everyone noticed my obsession with hating men has isolated me from people. Says I've pushed away every man in my life, including one who loved me. Realize I haven't dated in years. Don't talk to dad much, and now brother gone. But double down and say, I don't need men in my life. Anyway, they're trash. Year passes and see, on Facebook, nephew had birthday party, big celebration, tons of photos of extended family, their parents, cousins, everyone together smiling. I'm not in any photos, wasn't invited. They had whole family party without me. See my brother looking happy and healthy, surrounded by people who love him. Comments full of family saying what great dad he is, how lucky kids are. Feel sick realizing I've been excluded from family events entirely now. Not just by brother, but by everyone, because of my relationship with him destroyed. Realize whole family has to choose between me and him, and they're choosing him. Text my mom asking why I wasn't invited to nephew's party. Takes hours to respond. Says your brother doesn't want you around kids. We have to respect that boundary. Start to reflect on what I've lost in past 2 years since going hard feminism. Lost my brother, my best friend person who knew me better than anyone else. Lost relationship with nephews who I used to be close with and love time with. Lost easy relationship with parents who now have to navigate between us carefully. Lost friends who couldn't deal with constant man-hating posts and commentary online. Realize I'm alone in apartment most nights with just online feminist community. They validate me, tell me I'm right, but none actually know me or there for me. Brother knew everything about me and loved me anyway until I kept calling trash. Used to call him when anything happened good or bad. He was my first call. Now my phone is silent and I have nobody to call who actually cares. See brother posted about wife being pregnant with third child announcement there. Whole family celebrating in comments. Parents are ecstatic about another grandkid, obviously. I'm finding out about future niece or nephew through social media. Like stranger, type out congratulations, comment, then delete it knowing he won't want hear from me. Realize I won't be part of this child's life at all, won't even meet them. Won't be at baby shower or birth or first birthday or any milestone ever. All because I couldn't stop saying all men are trash, including own brother repeatedly. Chose ideology over actual human relationship with person who loved me unconditionally. Sit there crying, realizing what I've thrown away for validation of strangers online. But too proud to admit I was wrong or reach out because that means men win. 2 years since last spoke to brother and void in my life is massive. Everything good happens. I want to call him, tell him, but I can't anymore. Everything bad happens. I want his advice and support, but he's not there. See him living full, happy life without me in it. It all destroys me inside. His kids growing up without aunt. I'm missing years of their lives completely. My parents visit him weekly, barely come see me anymore, just obligatory dinners. They've clearly chosen his family, over me can't blame them. Really, he has grandkids. Realize I destroyed most important relationship by refusing to see him as individual. He was good man, good brother, good father, good husband. But I called trash anyway. Told him over and over he was trash just for being born male and benefiting. Friend from feminist community talks about going no contact with toxic family members. Tells story about cutting off her father and brothers for being trash men. Everyone in comments supportive, saying she's brave for prioritizing herself over men. Want to feel validated but actually feel hollow because I did that and miserable. Start to wonder if maybe all men aren't actually trash. If maybe some are people. Brother never hurt me, never oppressed me. Was always there when I needed him. He paid my rent when I lost job. He helped me move. He taught me drive. He protected me from bullies in school. He was my biggest cheerleader in everything. But I called him trash because of his gender, not because anything he did. Realize I confused systemic critique with personal attack and lost everything because. Try one more time to reach out. Send long email, apologizing, asking to talk. Explain that I miss him and realize I was wrong to apply systemic criticism personally. Tell him I don't actually think he's trash. Sorry for saying all men trash constantly. Ask if we can rebuild relationship because he's my brother and I love him. 2 weeks pass with no response and I check every day hoping to hear. Finally get one-line response back. Appreciate apology. But I've moved on without you. Tells me he has family to protect and life more peaceful without constant attacks. Says maybe in future we can reconnect, but right now he needs distance from me. Reads like goodbye, not like see you later. Reads like he's done with me. Sit there realizing some bridges once burned can't be rebuilt no matter how much. 3 years later, barely post on social media anymore about men being trash. Realize that rhetoric cost me most important person in life who happened by man. Still consider myself feminist, but understand now hating all men isn't actually feminism. It's just hate that I dressed up in political language to feel justified. See my brother's family photos online, living beautiful life without me in it. His kids are growing up. I'm aunt they never see or know, barely remember. My parents split holidays between us. I see them choosing his family more often. They want to be with grandkids and I can't blame them. I made myself impossible. Spend most holidays alone now because I alienated the family I had with rhetoric. Online community that validated me doesn't show up when I'm crying alone Christmas. Realize I weaponized feminism to justify treating brother like he was my enemy. He was never my enemy. He was my ally and friend, but I couldn't see. Told myself I was speaking truth to power, but really just hurting someone who loved. Used systemic analysis to avoid seeing him as individual person who never harmed me. All men aren't trash, but I am trash for throwing away brother over ideology. He gave me 28 years of unconditional love. I gave him constant attacks for being male. Now I'm alone with my principles and he's surrounded by family who don't call trash. Watch from distance as his life flourishes. Without me realize I did this to myself. Still believe in fighting patriarchy and sexism, but understand now cost of extremism. Saying all men are trash feels righteous until men who aren't trash leave you. My brother wasn't the patriarchy. He was just my brother trying to love sister. I couldn't separate systemic critique from personal relationship, cost me everything valuable. Now, I'm 31 and alone, and brother is happy. Without me, have nobody left who knows. The online feminists who cheered me on aren't here. Now they moved on to other posts, but my brother is gone forever, and I did that. I pushed away one man who never hurt. Learned that being right doesn't matter if you're alone, and some relationships matter more.